This is how I made $498 day trading ES today on March 5th, 2026. Coming into the day, this is what our 4-hour charts look like. NQ's on my right, ES is on the left, as it always is. Coming into the day, we have a obvious SMT on the 4-hour, where NQ pushed above this daily high, ES did not. Moreover, NQ is above this daily high, ES is below it. So, coming into the day, market open, this 4-hour chart, this is our 10 o'clock candle close. Coming into the day, into market open, I would have liked to see a good opportunity to take ES short based off this 4-hour SMT. Now, I was also not discounting the fact that we could have continued to fill in the rest of this 4-hour gap on NQ as well. If we were to poke above this, we could have easily filled in the rest of this gap and gone for this high as well. ES also has, despite being an SMT, it has good draws on liquidity to go long. London high, Asia high, a daily high, another daily high. Very good long side liquidity and long side targets on ES despite being in this SMT. Drop down here to the hourly. Look at this a little bit more. So this is our 10 o'clock candle. Let me get to our 9 o'clock candle. That's our 10 o'clock candle. Anyway, so we always do, we mark out our hourly draws on liquidity. We have Asia, London session here. High a day, high a day. We have this hourly low on ES. In Q, these hourly lows are way down here. So, I was looking at this and one of two ways. We could either come up, take out a high relatively quickly, and then rotate down to allow ES to take out these lows, but right at open we had London session get taken out, so that's not what I would have liked to see if I was going to target shorts on the day. Taking out this hourly session low, both indexes underneath this, so we don't have an SMT to go long. I would not have mind targeting longs on NQ here, since it's obviously the leading bullish index, but we did not have an SMT to go long. I'll drop down here 15-minute. You can see what I mean. So, you have to excuse me, this is a 5-minute gap. Orange gaps are always 5 minutes, the blue ones are 1 minute. 15-minute chart. This is first 15 minutes open. Let me get first 15 minutes open. So, 9:45 candle close. What do we have going on here? New York pre-market, we take out London session low, both indexes. So from there, I wait to see if NQ is going to come up, put in an SMT on a 15-minute to allow ES to run short, or if NQ is going to try to run for these highs. This is a day where I had to be really patient because indexes were conflicting. NQ wanted to be bullish up to London and Asia session highs and fill in the rest of this gap. ES wanted to be bearish because we have this 4-hour, this daily SMT working here, and we have these hourly draws to go short. So this was one of these trades where I just dropped down here to the 5-minute. I was being super patient because we had a lot of 5-minute confluences on both indexes that were getting respected. I didn't want to jump into anything too soon and end up getting burned. So first 5 minutes open, we can see we have put in this fair value gap on both indexes. From here, do we have any SMTs? Not anything too important. I mean, is this really an SMT? No. ES is above both these levels and Q is above both these levels. So no SMT here on the 5-minute to send ES shorter yet. We have this fair value gap. Now, if we were going to, with how bullish NQ's looking here, I would not have been opposed to ES coming down, putting in a 5-minute SMT underneath this low, or even coming down and take out these hourly lows here while NQ maintained bullish order flow and would have allowed us to target these highs up here on NQ. But it was one of these trades where I was just being patient. We get both indexes respecting this gap. NQ being a lot more bullish out of this 5-minute fair value gap. And I did not enter longs here on NQ because we do not have a SMT to send us long. I was not opposed to taking longs on NQ, but I would have needed ES to come down, put in a low, give us a new 5-minute low to allow, while NQ respected this 5-minute fair value gap, for me to take longs and target these highs on NQ. But nonetheless, at 10 o'clock, what do we have? We have NQ that immediately runs to take out London session high. Now, what do we have? We have a trading day where New York session took out both London session low and London session high. From here, I usually don't look to get into a trade because after price makes a move down to take out, a session low and then goes to a session high, there's sometimes that we see chop after that. But I was still willing to play out this high time frame SMT where ES was below these daily levels. And now, what do we have? We have SMT at a session level as well. We have hourly SMT and a daily SMT played out. That's what we like to see. But I really would have liked if ES had not taken out London session low. Now, this might also be me just being a little bit of bias. Maybe this trade was better than I thought it was. If being a high time from SMT down here, and Q obviously made a new high, and then we have a session SMT as well. So thinking back on it, this trade might look better in perspective, but in hindsight, we always say. So I'm not going to get too caught up over it. I did end up taking this trade light size. As you can see, my profit on the day was only $498. Despite having a session SMT and this SMT here at this level. But I was also not discounting the fact that NQ could have moved higher. NQ could have moved higher. We could have come down, put in a 5-minute SMT, underneath this level, and we're still respecting this lower gap here. Now, the reason I did end up taking shorts on ES was due to the fact that we had this daily SMT and this hourly session SMT. We would disrespect 5-minute order flow here on ES, but usually I like to see this lower gap get closed below to really confirm our bearish price action, because we very well could have respected this fair value gap and allowed NQ to push higher. But what do? We get a move up. Now, if NQ would have put in a 5-minute SMT in here as well, I would have hammered shorts all day. The reason I did take this trade light size is because we were still respecting this 5-minute gap here on both indexes. NQ's hovering way up here. ES is still respecting this 5-minute gap. And this 5-minute fair value gap here that we disrespected was way up here into premium. Now, was it still disrespectful order flow? Yes. So from here, I'm looking for NQ and ES either to continue higher once ES respects this fair value gap. I'm looking for ES to either continue higher, or once we get a 1-minute confirmation to send us back short, I enter in shorts. And that's exactly what I did. Let me pull up over this chart. ES. What do? We get a push up on the 5-minute after testing this fair value gap. Get a push up. Like I said, either NQ or ES are going to run higher. Or once we make this push up, if we get a 1-minute disrespect the order flow to the downside, I'm willing to take ES shorts based off of these SMTs that we have. Despite London session being taken on NQ on both sides, I'm willing to take this trade here and put on some size because these SMTs we can't ignore. 2 high time frame SMTs can't ignore. And ES is underneath this 15-minute level as well. So probably should have put a little bit more size on this trade, but I'm not going to sit here and talk about it in hindsight. I was actually late in this trade. I was debating if I should take it or not. If I was going to take it, I should have just taken it right here on this 1 minute close. If I got a fill down here, did not get a great risk to reward on this. Sold partials here at this 5 minute low because we very well could have put in a SMT from here down to here, or at this level where NQ was still hovering up to allow NQ to run higher. And then because I took the slight size, the rest of my take profit was here at this session low. I really would have liked to be able to target these hourly lows down here, but I did not have enough contracts. Looking back, this was a trading day, like I said, where we just had to be super patient. It was conflicting. Indexes were conflicting. NQ was wanting to be very bullish. Yes, was wanting to be bearish off these SMTs. And that's ultimately the reason I ended up taking this trade lighter size, is because if I can't seem to get a super strong bias by looking at the chart and a super strong indication of where I think, not where I know, but where I think price could go, it's a little bit of a gray area for me. And that's, you can call it justification, but that's just how I look at it. There's been good trades that I've taken where I come into the market and I think for me to take this trade, I need a SMT here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put in a 5 minute SMT, and then once price does that, that's when I hammer down heavier size. It's because I didn't anticipate it, but I've seen price and I know what price likes to do to a degree. And to me, this day was a little bit cloudier, especially we took out London session low, come up, took out London session high, could have very well chopped, but we did have these high time from SMTs. So on this 5 minute disrespect order flow, 1 minute of retrace up, 1 minute confirmation to send a short, I am willing to enter this trade some. But that was today's trade recap, and thank you.